Hi. We're back. We're still here. For those who are wondering what the hell's going on, why do we have a separate stream going on? Well, it's because I'm to blame here.
Both of us are, actually.
There was one match left to discuss, and it is probably the most important match on the card.
It is. It's literally on the picture behind us.
It is quite possibly the reason why this pay-per-view is in existence.
It's why it's called Bad Blood Hell in a Cell.
And we got so excited about the previous match, which was, of course, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, Jacob Fatu, and Solo Sikoa, that we totally forgot to talk about, in my opinion, what is going to be the main event of the evening. So, Ross, shall we get into?
Yeah, literally, he turned the stream off. I leaned into the camera because it hit me. Yeah. I said, "Oh, we did it in less than an hour." And then right when I said that, I said, "We did not talk about the Hell in the Cell match." And we
it was a reason. It was a reason why we didn't.
He went, "We got to do it. We got to do it.
We got to
do another stream."
because there's no way we could not do it and just have this floating out there. These people are like, "Who the hell are these guys?"
But if anybody watches the playback, be like, "Why didn't they talk about Punk and Drew?"
Yeah. Hopefully they'll see the second part 2. I titled it WWE Bad Blood Preview Part 2. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. What I presume to be the main event of the evening, you have the highly anticipated Hell in a Cell match with CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. And look, the cell is in between the bad and the blood. And then you have Hell in a Cell over Drew and Punk's head, and somehow, some way, it just flew off the radar.
This is what happens when we get excited.
Yes,
we got excited and started fantasy booking all the way to Mania season.
Yes,
off the Bloodline match.
Yes, got to look carried away. But let's go ahead and dive into quite possibly outside of. No, I'm going to say it's been more pieces and layers outside of Cody versus Roman, Drew and CM Punk. I mean, talk about an all-timer of a rivalry here. And then the thing is, I don't know about you, Ross, but I didn't see this coming between them two. I didn't see this coming at all.
Recently, I did. When they did a strap match as the second match, it's we're getting Hell in the Cell for the rubber match.
Yeah, and here we are. Here we are. So how do you think this shakes out? I mean, so much to unpack since they've been jostling at each other before Mania. Drew gets his shot at Seth. He beats Seth, becomes champion. And then, of course, it starts when CM Punk costs Drew McIntyre his championship by being cashed in on by Damian Priest. And then the fireworks began after that, which was great. It was great. So what are we getting?
On the table laughing at him and pointing. That was great.
And looking over at his wife. Oh, my God. It was terrible. So, actually, it was great, but it was terrible for him. So here we go. What are we thinking? Hell in a Cell, Punk, Drew, what you got?
I think how they've been speaking on what somebody's going to die. You're going to have to kill me. I'm going to kill you. There's going to be blood. It's going to look like they're damn near killing each other.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be the goriest match WWE's had in a long time. I think these dudes might even need a blood. Somebody might need a transfusion after they get stitched up. There'll be some gushing going on here. Yeah. I really believe that.
I do too.
Yeah, I don't think they're just blading. I think they're busting open the hard way. It's going to be a brutal. Like Punk, it's kind of crazy that Punk's made of glass. I can't believe he's doing this match. He might be out for another year. He gets hurt every time he does anything.
It's going to be nerve-wracking to see, actually.
So if Punk doesn't get hurt, seriously, I think Punk wins. And I think this really does in the feud. And I think Drew goes away for a while until Rumble. That's where I think the booking goes here. Nothing crazy to say this wild thing's going to happen. I mean, how do you call what's going to happen in a match where we predict serious gore, blood and guts, basically, a lot of violence? It's hard to really call spots other than calling who's going to win because there's not going to be any interference.
No, not with it. I'd be surprised. I'd be really surprised.
I think it's whoever pulls it off, which I think is going to be Punk here. It's by the skin of their teeth because it's like all the effort in the world just to put an arm over him to get the damn pin kind of thing. Like they just have nothing left. It's going to be at least a 40-minute match. I think it's going to be a long one because they're going to bleed. And Drew goes away till Rumble. And when PWI comes out with the rankings, if Drew McIntyre is not number one for 2024, it's fixed.
Yes, he definitely should be number one.
Best character in wrestling all year.
He should be number one, but I got a feeling he won't get it.
My wrestler of the year.
He should get it, but I got a feeling that he won't.
He won't. That's
why Cody will get it probably, but I agree with you. Listen, I really don't really have any other thoughts about it except this is going to be nasty. I think they're going to open up the vault, so to speak, and give Drew and CM Punk that ability to have something looking like Triple H versus Cactus Jack or
era-defining violence. Like
yes,
this is the match that puts the stamp on how Triple H is going to book stuff like this when it's necessary for a feud. That y'all are going to damn near kill each other in this match. And
I think you're going to get it. I think you're going to get some spots here where we're going to be like, oof. Some spots where you might want to look away a little bit because like these guys are literally trying to kill each other out here, like literally. Like I think you're going to
one of those matches where if somebody talks about how wrestling's fake, you got to backhand them. You telling me that?
Hit him with a pepe. You're going to have to do that, but I think it's just going to be that type of match. Now, just a theory. When we saw Shawn versus Taker in the first ever Hell in a Cell and maybe the best one ever.
How it's touted.
We didn't see Kane coming. There was not a soul that expected anything to happen.
It's gotta be Kane.
One of the greatest spots ever by McMahon, actually. Do you think there's a chance here that Drew's next, because I think Punk's going to win, that Drew's next feud is birth in this match to take the distraction away from Punk? Is there a slight possibility? Because that's where my mind's going. Is it simple as a 1, 2, 3? God, they beat the hell out of each other, or is the next egg
could be? But who? Because Seth and Bronson Reed are the feud there, so it's not Seth.
Who?
Yeah, exactly. Who?
Is there a possibility there?
Of course.
That someone who we don't expect at all to make a return.
But it's got to make sense.
Does it have to make sense, or could it be something new?
It's got to be some kind of reason for why they're coming after Drew. Is what
haven't we seen in a while? I got somebody for you.
Hit me, because I'm drawing a blank.
I think Drew doesn't go away. I think Drew stays around, but he needs someone to hold his attention over.
For sure.
And I think you see the reintroduction of Omos come as the giant, as the big man.
Well, now you got me wanting to call him after this.
So that's what's happening. I'm just thinking. Drew's been in a position of power with all of his feuds.
Well,
he's been in a position of power and in all of his feuds.
Well, they are working on creative for him. I can't say the things that I have been told, but it does.
But if Omos is going to return,
based on what they're wanting to do with him,
if Omos is going to return, Rumble's around the corner, Mania's around the corner. He has to get in the mix. Presumably around this time, I would think.
They're working on creative for him right now. He's coming back to TV. I'm telling you they are. He's coming back to TV very soon.
I would think. So, do you rebirth an Omos character in his new way in a total destruction of just picking on Drew McIntyre and having a few
right now that I can't?
Don't do that. Of course, I know you're not.
Because there's a reason this makes sense. I was not expecting you to say Jordan.
I ain't plugged in like you, but I just been really thinking. That. I'm just thinking. I haven't seen him in a while, and I ain't seen him at all, nowhere. And just in my mind,
a little occupied. I can tell you, he hasn't, as far as I know, he hasn't been at the Performance Center. Because he has been going on and off the road. He hasn't missed a beat with live events, but he is just closed on a house, and he's been moving.
Okay.
That's what he's been in real life. What's been going on? So I
In
don't
my
know.
mind, does Drew?
There's something there.
Do you build Drew up kind of more and more?
Well, this would be a good way to really reinvent Jordan
as well,
because that's one of the things that it's kind of the point.
Just something out of the blue that I have been thinking about over the past few days. Is it just a clean 1, 2, 3? God, they beat the hell out of each other. It could be. Punk could stand up and do his thing, and they go to black. Or does something that we least expect take place when McIntyre has been a troll? McIntyre has been nasty. McIntyre has been vicious. And what's the beautiful thing about WWE or wrestling in general? At the snap of a finger, the whole trajectory of a character can change.
I like where your head's at here.
Just thinking out loud.
Now, part of me wants to wait to see the surprise, and part of me literally wants to freaking call him after we end this live stream and say, so Dedrick was saying this. Is this what's going to happen?
I don't know. It's just something that I've been thinking about. Who's the one character that's been away, that's dominant,
off TV,
that's strong? You haven't seen him. You won't expect him. You won't expect
the last thing I saw him do where cameras were rolling was the Rumble.
That's what I'm saying.
He's been doing live events other than that.
No one's going to see it coming. And could he cause enough destruction and devastation that the people will get to talking like, what the hell is this?
Here, I'll give y'all this tidbit. Here's why that makes sense is he's about to get a lot more mic opportunity. MVP's gone. He's in AEW now, and that's part of the rebuilding of what they're going to be doing with him is he's going to get a lot more mic work.
It's just something that I'm throwing out there because
that's what I'm saying. Like, there's so much more I want to say on why what you're saying makes sense and could really happen.
Could it happen?
Man, maybe. I would love that for my guy.
Yeah,
what a great spot to get back into.
A huge spot.
Who could elevate him better than McIntyre?
Drew McIntyre,
the hottest character in wrestling.
Exactly. I'm just saying. It's something that I was thinking about because it won't be Lesnar. He's already done Lesnar. And Lesnar's not coming back. So there's nothing. You can't bring a little guy in to bother Drew. No one's going to believe it. So you have to bring a big dude, a giant, someone that Drew is going to have to gear himself up for to go after this guy to put him down.
Because Drew's used to being, here's where that makes sense. He planted a seed the other day about nobody's more jacked or bigger than him in the company. He said it 3 weeks ago on the mic, 2-3 weeks ago.
So what if Drew has
this is somebody that he can't impose that kind of physicality on because Jordan's legit 7'3", 416.
Yeah. So you see Drew do one of these. That takes his character to the next level. I'm just saying, something to put out there.
I like where your head is at. This is some great fantasy. Maybe it's me as being his friend really wanting to see something like that for him because I think that would be great.
Yeah. Roll him out in this way. Give him a big spot. He's a destructor, big man. Let's just see. Give Drew something for November, December, maybe even spill over into the Rumble a little bit, maybe.
And you give Jordan his chance.
Yes, because Punk's going to be occupied.
There's no mouthpiece. There's no tag team. It's just him now.
Yeah, Punk's going to be occupied with Rollins and Gunther or something like that down the way. He's going to be occupied. So this is over with. This is over with him and Drew. Over with. Mm-hmm. So I'm just saying, what do you do with Drew? You can't tell him to go home till Rumble. No way. No way.
I was thinking he was going to take a break because he's been running so hard.
No way. It's that time of year, baby. It's that time of year. And no one is going to be like, oh, a Drew McIntyre surprise in the Rumble. Are we really going to go for that one? I don't know. I don't. It'll be big. Don't get me wrong. It'll be huge. But Punk's going to be beat to hell too. And he ain't going nowhere.
Oh, shit.
Oh, here we go.
Just thought about something. You want to pick his brain? Because we're talking about him. It was supposed to be a surprise. I was supposed to send him a link to just randomly join and do some little nuggets on here with us. You want to hang for a bit and have Jordan jump on?
If he's willing, let's do
I
it.
totally forgot to give him the heads up and send him the link. That was planned weeks ago for this.
Holy hell.
I was supposed to surprise you with him. We're sitting here talking about the Nigerian giant Omas, and it's like I'm supposed to have him on screen right now. I'm such a dumbass.
Well, let's if he can get on, hell yeah.
Yeah.
1 moment, please.
And we can pick his brain. Hey man,
What you doing
you
this
want
weekend?
to you booking?
What you doing this weekend?
Yeah. You got any plans tomorrow?
Anything?
In Florida, or are you in Georgia?
Yeah, where are you at? Just asking for a friend.
Yeah, hold on. Let me send him the link real quick.
If he's available, sure. That'd be awesome. Talk about a surprise, possibly for those who didn't see the first stream.
Yeah, for real.
Oh man, Sally, what's up, man? Glad you stopped through, showing us some love. Appreciate you, bro. Who's winning a wrestling match between? I'm not King Arrows. I'm not answering that. I don't know who's going to win that type of match, buddy.
Rick easily.
Again, what's up, man?
So I sent him the link. I said, jump on with me and Dedrick. Bad blood talk. So let's see.
If he doesn't reply, that's going to tell me what I need to know.
Oh, he's if he's available, he's going to text me back.
But I'm saying, what if he goes? Ooh, I don't know,
brother. I like that. I can hear him now. Because that's he literally told me, next time y'all do it, send me the link. I'll come surprise him and jump on and maybe drop a couple little things for y'all. Some exclusives. Oh man, how did I not think of this sooner?
It's okay. We're all over the place. I botched
the surprise by telling you I was supposed to surprise you.
It's okay. I fumbled. It's fine. We're here for a second stream.
I mean, we might as well. You know, it's funny that you bring him. I would love that for him. That would be awesome.
It would be. It'd be great. It's just something I was thinking about for sure.
Stone Cold is the GOAT. Do y'all agree? I mean,
he's not my GOAT, but he's top 5 for like ever. Yes, Mount Rushmore type.
He's Mount Rushmore for sure.
He's
because I factor in the work rate. You know, if you just look at the biggest impact on the business ever, it's him. Him and Hogan. The argument's him and Hogan for that. But as far as, you know, work rate, ring psychology, move set, emotion, all these different things,
he's up there for
more
sure.
Of a Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart conversation, I think.
Yeah, Shawn's mine. Shawn Michaels is mine.
Mine too. Shawn literally is the most complete in the history of the business.
Yeah, ever.
He literally do everything with anyone, heel or baby face.
Man,
he's one of the greatest baby faces of all time and one of the nastiest heels ever.
And he has 2 Hall of Fame careers. 2.
Legitimately.
2.
Yeah.
2 Hall of Fame careers.
Shawn Michaels and 2000 Shawn Michaels.
2 Hall of Fame careers. Yep. Mm-hmm. Not a lot of guys can say that. It's only a few guys can say that. Maybe Ric Flair could say he had 3 of them. Hogan had 2 of them.
80s and 90s
Hogan had them for sure. There's not a lot of guys.
Hogan's the biggest icon in the history of the business, and then heel Hogan's the greatest heel turn of all time.
Absolutely. Ever.
Yeah, there's never been a bigger heel turn than Hulk Hogan.
Where do you put The Rock? Oh, Rock's in my top 5 for sure. He's one of my personal favorites. That's
Mount Rushmore again as well. Because when I talk Mount Rushmore, it's overall impact on the business, not
on the business. Yeah, and Rock is definitely there.
That's when you start talking Stone Cold. I think the safest play here, and it's hard to because really it needs to be 5, but it's Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin to me. There's the 3 no matter what, and the interchangeable is The Rock and John Cena.
I put Taker in there too. Throw Taker in there.
See what I'm saying? It's hard to do just 4.
Yeah.
It's really hard when it comes to the wrestling business to do 4 because Taker's such a great argument too, right?
The most loyal. The
greatest character in history.
Yeah, for sure.
Gimmick. That is a dead man gimmick that worked for over 30 years.
Yeah, yes, Booker T is very underrated, Sally. Very underrated. Hall of Famer, 2 times. 2-time Hall of Famer. So shout out to him for sure.
I can dig it, sucker.
For sure. You know,
he must be busy because I have.
He might be busy.
Clearly, he would have replied right away if he was.
I'm good with that. So maybe in the future we could have WWE superstar. Maybe next time, the Nigerian giant Omos. He could be busy.
Well, he's clearly busy.
He could be on a plane.
He might be at SmackDown right now.
He might be here on SmackDown tonight. My friends are already texting me, bro, are you watching SmackDown? So something happened in the opening. I don't know.
It'd be crazy if he was walking out the curtain and I'm texting him, "Hey, jump on the live stream."
Sorry, brother. I was busy. I was walking out the curtain for sure.
You're not watching? That's what
yeah,
you're saying.
For sure.
Watching?
Well, it was worth a try. Definitely appreciate it. But we had to jump back on and discuss, obviously, the main event of the evening. So, yes, this is a two-parter for those who are just watching right now. Part 1 is available for you right away.
Yeah. All but the Hell in the Cell card.
Yes. So I'll put it in the description why there were 2 pieces for those who actually look at the
description. I think on both descriptions you got to put the
I will. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and go because I want to get to SmackDown. I'm starting to get some messages.
Yeah, because if we were gonna hear from him, we would hurt back.
Yeah, if he was chilling, he would have.
When he's chilling, it's right away. When he's busy, might be 3-4 hours before I get a reply.
And that's fine because he's
busy right now.
He might assist in my theory, and I hope so.
I was gonna ask him flat out here on camera and put him on the spot.
Oh no!
I was. So Dedrick has this booking theory tomorrow night.
So here's the thing, Omar. For sure. Well, thank y'all.
Is that your new creative you told me they were working on? Is that what's going on?
You want to give us some nuggets here on the live stream?
Because I have more I could share, but I'm not.
No.
Making that man's trust like that. You know what I mean?
Of course. No, you can't.
He hasn't told me that though. That's why I'm like super intrigued. He hasn't told me anything like that.
Well, we'll see.
But I do know some of what they're doing with his character. That would be cool though.
Yeah, hope so. And it would be cool to be right about that. But we'll see.
Trust me, I will be giving you all the credit if you nailed that.
10-4. Somebody in creative needs to give me a call if that happens.
I will have him showing up on your next live stream. Fragrance.
I called it, Omar.
I will send him the link.
I called it.
You deserve to have that man make a guest appearance on one of you.
For sure.
Nailed that for sure.
All right, y'all. We're gonna wrap it up again. Says Ross Twin, are you a Jaguars fan? Yes, I'm born and raised in Jacksonville.
I love how he never calls you Dedrick.
He doesn't. It's a joke.
Always says Ross Twin.
He's been doing it for the longest, and I've just caved in. I used to check him on it when he first. I was like, you know what? Whatever. That's my guy. But no, born and raised Jacksonville, Florida. I support my home team, but I was actually raised a Dallas Cowboys fan. But when the Jags came to town back in 1995, 96. Of course, I got to rep the home team. So as long as the Jaguars ain't playing the Cowboys, it's go Jags. It's go Jags for sure. So thank you for the question, sir. Hopefully I cleared it up for anybody.
If you were into baseball, you'd be a Yankees fan too, huh? Cowboys fan, Laker fan.
Well, I'm a Laker for sure, but I'm actually, this is going to sound even worse, a Dodger and a Yankee.
See what I'm saying?
I knew that was gonna make it even worse. A Dodger and a Yankee. My grandfather grew up a big time. Well, I was growing up, he was a big time Yankee fan, and I have this infatuation.
I see the Dodger hats and everything, but I got Dodger hats too. It doesn't mean I'm a Dodger fan.
I rock with the Dodgers for sure. I have this infatuation with Los Angeles from my dad being a Magic Johnson fan. That was his guy, so I naturally became a Laker, and been one like my whole life.
I ain't mad at it. I just like to call
it. It's true. It's true.
Like
Cowboys are Yankees.
Historical most popular teams in each sport.
Cowboys are Yankees and Yankees are Lakers. Yep, that's what I've been hearing my whole life. So, and I just salute to it. Yep, that's me.
Yep.
All right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and call it one for good this time. Thank y'all for coming back. If you're watching on the replay of part 2, hit that thumbs up and appreciate the love. And we'll be back very, very soon. College football, National Football League stuff going on this weekend. Look out for our shorts and our post shows as we wrap up this week in college football and the NFL. All right. So until next time, y'all be cool. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you guys on the next one. All right, y'all. Peace.